we're back at it again with another video. As you can see from the title, today we're going to be talking about some tips and some takeaways that I took note of from season 2 of Last Chance U. If you guys don't know what Last Chance U is, it's basically a documentary that goes throughout an entire season with the JUCO basketball program. And for me in that show, I'm not even sure why, but for season 1, I didn't watch it. I'm not sure if I was scared I was going to get PTSD or something just from seeing real college basketball practices or hearing Get on the Line. I'm not sure if I was just avoiding that, but I recently just took a look at it. And honestly, legitimately, I think that this show is probably one of the best representations of how college basketball actually is. And there are a couple things that you guys can take from it. Let's jump right into it. One of the first takeaways and why I recommend if you want to play college basketball to watch this show is the coaching style. Made a lot of videos on it. I've talked about it a lot on my videos about different experiences I've had with college coaches, specifically at the Division I level. Remember I told you guys where my coach comes into practice at 2 o'clock and he doesn't like the looks on our faces and he just said, you know what, you guys don't want to practice, come back tonight, or when I break my hand, when I got to go run up and down. And there are a couple other stories that I'm probably going to wait to tell, but I see a lot of the comments, especially when I post my clips on Instagram or TikTok, and I see a lot of comments saying, oh, no way your coach did this, and that's not realistic, and I never had a coach who was like that. When you guys watch this show and you see Coach John Mosley and you see how he yells at the players, how he curses at the players, how he runs the players in the show, literally they lost a game. And he said, get on the bus, we going back home, and we practicing. Luckily, that has never happened to me, but I'm telling you, I've gotten threatened with that so many times. If y'all don't come play in the second half, you know we practicing tonight. Or if y'all don't do this, you know we practicing when we get back to the gym. Luckily, we got our act together, so we didn't end up practicing. But I'm here to tell you guys this. What you see from Coach John Mosley on this show, and this is coming from someone who was at the Division I level, it gets worse than that. Right? That's why you really have to listen to what he's saying on the show. What he's saying is why I'm going so hard, why I'm yelling at my players, getting in their faces, cursing at them, making them run so much, really making it to the point that they want to quit, is because he was saying that he's getting them ready for what they're going to see in college. So when it happens at the next level, they're not going to run away. They're going to be resilient. They're going to be strong. They're not going to crack. And I'm telling you right now, these players need this, because here's another thing he said. The other reason why I'm going so hard and why I'm getting in your face and why I'm acting like I care and I'm really giving my all to you is because once you get to that Division I level, that D2 level, once they get to that higher level, you're going to have coaches. Remember, I literally just talked about it in my HBCU versus PWI video. The higher level you get, the bigger institution that you go to, all of a sudden coaches are going to have more options. So you're going to become more of a number. Granted, there are coaches that do continue to care about you, but when you have so many resources and you can almost have the pick of the litter of kids, sometimes coaches don't care as much. And, oh, you don't want to practice today? Okay, forget you. I'm going to just go recruit somebody else. It's really cutthroat like that, which is why I love how the show accurately portrays how coaches really are. And I love how Mosley is getting into his players while also letting them know why he's doing this. He's just trying to get them ready for the next level. Another takeaway that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's something that was a big topic of conversation in the show as well as on the channel, and that is how hard it is right now for basketball players to get a scholarship. Coach Mosley talks about it with his players all the time. How many players are in that transfer portal? And we've talked about this on the channel, how that transfer portal has affected recruiting for so many classes. He also actually listed from college coaches what their priority level is in terms of recruiting, what level they're looking at first. And you guys know what's first? Transfer portal first, prep school second, JUCO third, high school fourth, unless they're a 4-star or a 5-star recruit. What have we talked about before on this channel? Because of the transfer portal, it's backed everything up. Now you have 6-year seniors. If I'm a college coach and I have to make a decision to go get a high school kid or a JUCO kid, or I can go get a already matured, not going to get homesick kid that just averaged maybe 8 points at a low major, mid-major school. Which kid am I going to go get? And right now in this day and age, college coaches are looking at that transfer portal first. This is why I talk to you guys every day about you can't skip days. You got to put that work in. These are the odds that are stacked against you. For high school basketball players, if you're not a 4-star, a 5-star recruit, right now in this day and age, in terms of priority in recruiting, you're more likely last. So when I say you have to make sure you're taking the initiative, You're going to all these camps. You're making sure you're getting all the exposure you need. You're making sure that you are in the gym every day trying to get better, because if you're not, guess what? Another high schooler is getting in the gym right now, putting that work in. And guess what? If he's not putting that work in, guess what? Someone in JUCO is putting that work in, I bet you that. And guess what? Even if that JUCO player isn't, that player that's in prep school that wants that offer is putting that work in. And even if he isn't, that transfer portal kid is putting that work in. The odds are not in your favor. It's very important that you understand this and make sure that you're taking these steps that you can get to your goal. Last takeaway that I want to talk to you guys about, and one of the biggest reasons why a lot of the players that you saw on that show are at that school, because I was watching it and I'm trying to actually watch them, evaluate them, actually evaluate while they're playing on the court. And I'm like, yeah, he's pretty nice, and he's pretty nice, and he's pretty nice. This is before I even looked these kids up where they played at before. And I'm like, how are they with this talent level? How are they here? And then literally within the next couple minutes, they'll say it on the show. Oh, my grades. Oh, I failed this math class. Oh, I didn't graduate high school, which is why I talk to you guys about this all the time and make sure you guys understand how important your grades are. You cannot do anything. When I say anything, I mean anything. You cannot do anything you want to do on the court if your grades aren't right. And I think the minimum GPA in college is a 2.0. I'm not sure if it's different what it is at the JUCO level, but one kid was out of Division I, and because he failed one class, he wasn't eligible. You should never even be in that position where it's that close to which, if I fail this one class, I can't play. To be completely honest with you guys, I think anybody watching this, any basketball player should try and aim for at least a 3.0. That's a B. Aim for at least a 3.0. And you won't have to worry about academics at all. I'm telling you, if your academics aren't good, it limits the schools you can get into. You might not be able to go to this school because their minimum GPA might be too high, or you can't go to this school because your GPA isn't high enough to get financial aid. A lot of kids don't think about this. All they think about is, I don't want to do my homework today, or, oh man, I don't feel like writing this essay. Why are we even doing school? When am I ever going to use this math ever in my life? That's not the point. The point is to get to where you want to go, you're going to have to do some things that you don't want to do. Take care of what you need to take care of first, then step to the court and handle your business. All in all, why I want you guys to watch this show if you haven't, and what I want y'all to take from it is getting an accurate representation of what a college basketball coach looks like, what they sound like, what their intensity is, what they demand on the court from you, how much they gonna run you, what it actually feels like, what it looks like to have another grown man in your face cussing at you, telling you you're not doing things the way they're supposed to be done, how hard it is right now for a basketball player to get a scholarship. Remember the levels of priority: transfer portal first, prep school second, JUCO third, high school fourth. You guys know the odds. You have to act accordingly, prepare accordingly, and make sure that you're taking all of this into account every single time you step on the court. Last thing, grades. I know it's not the most popular thing. I know it's boring. I know most kids don't really like to do homework, but it's necessary. If you want to play collegiate basketball, it's necessary. You don't have to get all A's. Make sure that you're passing, and don't put yourself in a situation where, like I said, if I fail this one class, I'm not going to be able to play. Don't even get anywhere close to that. Take care of your grades first, and everything else will take care of itself. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I appreciate you guys watching. Remember, if you want the one-on-one evaluations or the breakdowns, go on the channel. Hit my website, btibasketball.com, in the description. Also, if you have any questions for me, need any advice, hit my link for Noodle in the description. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next time with the next video.